Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunity.
On the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Forced out to his left. Throwing right, and that's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Steps away to his left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big...
This is Cook. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, able to avoid him. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
The toss out to Barkley. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside from the 33. A first down carry for Barkley. Breaks a tackle. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Mahomes to throw on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Looking deep for Crabtree. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Handoff comes to Cook. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Brooklyn football as we get going in quarter number 2. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And Denver getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Allen throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
His guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Left, 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 left. Z, 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 Z.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go.
Black
Ball on the 43.
Black 58 round.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Airing this one out for him. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him a gain of 38. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point from McManus is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Now it's Wilson. And now back out comes the offense. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Allen now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they're able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Denver right after this.
Gun!
To throw on 3rd down. Allen going up top. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, That's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Black 58 round.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Slow.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill.
10. Now Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
From midfield, here's Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
But think back to Tom Dempsey. And his record stood for, what, 43 years until Matt Prater broke it? And now here's a new record. And I'm with you. I cannot believe that ball went through the posts.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to look deep down. This is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. A right side catch by Crabtree. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes buying time to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Trevor Williams there on the coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we
Now it's Mahomes again. This is caught. And he's brought down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. Spins by. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. And really pouring it on now are the Falcons. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And a loss of 3 to
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Mahomes now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Spinning past him. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Saquon Barkley taking it in. And the Broncos are in for 6. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. Gonna look deep for Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 61 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around him.
Now he's got it. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Welcome back now to Denver. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And Wilson has it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Leopard.
This is Marshall. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Sua Craven's up to make the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain at 21 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On play action, Allen. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mahomes now on 1st down. To Barkley on the check down. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Ready, green 39.
A handoff to Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Ready, green 39.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Deshaun Hamilton, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Might be seeing following through, all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Blue 45. Ace.
They'll try and run it here. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Now it's Wilson. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And this offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Left, 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 left. Z, 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 Z.
Back to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Ace, ace. Z, 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 Z. Slow, slow, slow.
He's back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Z, 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 Z.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the... That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for our visitors, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Denver, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
champs.